Wow, the time has flown here at the Central Pennsylvania Festival of the Arts Virtual Kids Day. We've had a great time, and now we're joined by our last artist, but she has got some very special art. Joining me now is Caitlin Moeller from State College, and Caitlin has brought along her collection of Clearly You. It is a very special, unique jewelry design, I think is the best way to describe it. Yes. And Caitlin, show us first, I guess, what we're gonna do is maybe pick up one of the finished products so we know what we're looking at. Caitlin is an expert because this would have been her third Kids Day?
Yes.
Okay, so today we're making it her third Kids Day, even though it's virtual. But what have you created over the years? Oh my goodness, I don't know if you boys and girls can see that. We're gonna zoom in on that right now. Isn't that beautiful? So you think other boys and girls watching this might be able to do the same thing at home?
Yes.
Okay, let's take it away, Caitlin. Show us how we can make these very beautiful necklaces.
Okay. So the first thing first, I mix together my secret ingredients. Oh. And I pour them into these molds. And I have a lot of just things I can put in them. We can go from beads to even paint, stickers.
So that's the secret ingredient, and that's what makes it art, right?
Yes.
Because you have to decide what you want and how the look is going to be.
Yeah.
Has that taken some time to kind of perfect itself? Like, have you made a lot of samples and said, oh, this is kind of the connection or the collection I wanted, or have they all been hits?
They have all been hits. Some not so much, but some very much, but they're all pieces of art.
That's cool. Okay, so can you show one how you place it then in the mold? If you can, go ahead and just show the boys and girls, like, if you were to be doing this, and again, we're pretending today because
yes.
we can't do that. We don't have all the ingredients. Oh my gosh, so you literally would put a teddy bear right there.
Yes, and some of them have these backs and we have to cut them off or otherwise it won't fit.
I see, okay. All right, Caitlin, our artist here with Clearly You, and you've gone and you showed us the masterpiece as far as like where the creativity comes in deciding what you put into the molds, right?
Yes.
Then what comes in next? And we're not going to show this, but what happens next?
So sometimes little bubbles pop in the resin, and also when you're mixing it, you have to mix it until there's no bubbles. But when you put it in, once in a while bubbles pop up and you can pop them, so it's all clear.
So we didn't bring the resin because it's a big tub.
Yeah.
And we don't need to show that. But you can buy all of this at craft stores locally, wherever you happen to live. Okay, so we'll pretend to put the resin in and then pop bubbles if they are. And then where do they go from there?
They take like 24 hours to dry, maybe longer.
So you don't have to put them in an oven or anything?
Nope.
Wow, that's so cool. Okay.
So once in a while it overflows, and when you pop them out, the holes in them will sometimes be covered. So we have a drill that we use to make the holes actually have a hole. Mm-hmm. And we also file the edges because sometimes they're a little jagged.
Can you show us with one of your finished artworks there? Hold one up for the boys and girls and let's see. So that was one that you decided to put a cow right in the middle. You poured the resin in. There might have been some bubbles that you had to pop.
Yeah. And
then you let it dry. And then, now the hole, is that at the top where you need to have the string come through?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. And then sometimes you have to sand like the edges on the sides?
Yes. Because sometimes it overflows and goes around here.
Wow, that's cool. All right, Caitlin, we looked at the flat molds and we know that you'd pour resin in and you'd fill each one with its own particular creative style.
Yes.
But there's also other necklaces to make, like the one you're wearing. That looks different.
Yes, we have other molds like these. that are actually like hollow, and we put those in this.
And once again, you drop things down into it and then pour the resin in?
Yes, and we have some tools. If like we want to fix the position, we can fix it with tools like this. And this is also our mixer.
So, one more thing about the resin. It starts to get hard, and then you can move your pieces of art around a little bit?
So, when you put it in, you have to position it right, because once it starts hardening, you can't move the piece that's inside of it.
Okay.
So you have to, sometimes you have to keep an eye on it because it slowly moves once in a while. So you have to come back down and move it and maybe pop some more bubbles. And, yeah.
This seems like a complicated process, but these all look so unique and different. Now, when you're finally done, you have to add the string that you're holding on to right now. How does that happen again?
So you have to weave it through these small, tiny holes. And then what we like to do, we tie it first and then tie it up here.
And voila.
Yeah.
And there is the string that she gets a spool of it, I guess, at the craft store.
Yeah. And we have all different colors, like orange, purple, blue,
Oh, I see.
brown,
Okay.
black, pink.
I'm going to go ahead and take a zoom in of what you brought. This is just a small sample. Oh my goodness.
yes.
So what has been popular when you've had your Clearly You booth at Kids Day?
Well, we do BFF neck ones, and those sell out a lot.
So
and
tell me,
fast.
oh, I see. So you break them apart, and then one friend gets one side, one friend gets another?
Yeah, so it's actually two different molds that are next to each other, and when you put them together, it makes a heart.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm going down the line. So there, we saw the cow before. What other unique ones did you want to point out that you brought along today? Oh, look at the one on the end there. What is happening to this person?
It's a smiley face or an O face.
Wow. That's so cool. Caitlin, you are certainly an expert. Tell me why you like to be a part of Kids Day.
Well, it brings me joy seeing people smile and they get just little tiny things like that, and yeah.
I have to ask because you're an entrepreneur. Are you making money at this, or is it meant to be for fun?
Both.
I guess you can buy more crafts and art supplies,
Yes.
right? So you can keep creating. That's wonderful. Where did you come up with the name Clearly You? How was that brought about?
Well, we were thinking about it, and for example, it's clear. And one day I was like, it's clearly you. And then it stuck.
You've definitely got a bright career ahead of you if this is what you might want to go into. Do you like doing it?
Yes, it's fun to design and mix things and put them in, and all the designs you can do.
What do you want to say to the boys and girls watching this who can't come to Kids Day this year?
I think it's pretty inspiring to make things for other people to enjoy, and yeah.
And especially in today's tough world, we need things to enjoy, don't we?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, why don't you wave goodbye to my friends here at Kids Day Virtual for 2020, Caitlin Moeller from State College and her Clearly You. Well, boys and girls, that wraps up this edition of Kids Day 2020 for the Central Pennsylvania Festival of the Arts. Caitlin and all of our friends will be back next year, hopefully safely, at the 2021 Kids Day version. And we hope that between now and then that you're safe and well, and make sure to try out some of the wonderful creations that Caitlin and her friends have created for you today. We hope you have a great day. Have fun. Bye-bye.